So, getting that all snugged up. Push that wire back into place. If you can see this, put that wire back into place and put this glove box back together. Let's get the last of the 7 screws back in this glove box. Got her back together and we're done with the blend doors. So we have another video. We're finishing up the last little thing on this '09 Impala. We got a P2122 throttle position sensor, circuit D low. So we just bought a new throttle pedal. Has this sensor built in. I still have this cover down from doing the blend door actuators, but as you see, all you have is 2 10mm bolts that just hold that whole assembly. I'm just going to go in there and zip that out with my impact if I can. Foot long wobble. The beauty of wobbles after working in a transmission shop for 3 years. Pop that clip. There we go. That's simple. Do that. Set the new pedal in to position. Maybe into position, maybe not into position. Today we're working on a 2009 Chevrolet Impala. It has some blend doors that are stripped out. Supposedly there's 4 of them. They make that annoying sound. We're gonna start, pop this glove box down. I unscrewed the 9 screws to get the main part of the box. We're gonna go in here to this first door. You hear that clicking? There's gonna be it's supposed to be 4 actuators. I got 2 from AutoZone. There's 1 there, and then there's 1. You see that screw? There's 1 back in there. So I'm gonna take this easy one first. Should just be a 5.5mm. Technically, you should disconnect the battery. I worked in shops long enough that I'm not too worried about it. This is just two little screws here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one out. And you can see it's just one of those little clips. So, I'll try to get a picture of this little clip. Use my Matco pick. And pop that clip, maybe. There we go. So, apologize for the wiggle. You can pop these little tabs and split these apart. I don't actually see. Oh yes, you can see that right there. There's a couple broken teeth right where my finger is. Let me pop that gear out. So I just went ahead and went with the AutoZone or Dorman Duralast, whatever they had in stock, for $40 a pop. This car is probably going to go to my father-in-law, so I didn't really want to mess around with like the 2 for $20 eBay or Amazon parts, because my father-in-law drives his cars. This is replacing a van he's had for 18 years that we're going to scrap. So he keeps his crap like 10, 15, 20 years. So I really don't want to hear about the eBay part that had no warranty breaking in 2 years. I mean, he'll pay me again, We just warrantied a fuel pump on a car 3 times, and he's paid me my labor, but still, I'd rather just, if it's questionable, change all 4 of these blend doors, and then they should be good for 10 years. You got this oval shaped. We just want to get this, has to align onto that. That aligned, getting the first 5.5 threaded in. Gonna get the second one down here, which is gonna go right in there. So we got that one in, and we have one on the other side clicking now. So I'll get back to that after we go to a wedding. So, part 2 of the 09 Impala. Clicky. Clicky blend door actuator. So I don't know if you can see it much, but gotta pull this kick panel right here. There we go. And it's just gonna be 2 Phillips screwdrivers. Screw bits. One here. And one right there. Pop that panel. See if that's a 5.5. Nope. It's another Phillips. So we got the outer panel. And now there's going to be 2 more on this metal. Well, it's probably a reinforcement so you don't break your ankles in the event of a crash. Keeps the steering column from smashing your legs, theoretically. Get this. Get that screw out, and I believe if you look right back there, I'll have to move that wiring harness. There's that driver's side blend door. How I did it is I got a 12-inch extension on a nut driver, 1/4-inch nut driver with a 5.5 to get to these bolts. There's 2 of them. So I got both screws out. The top one, I'm gonna see if this will, yeah, we got this out. I just gotta get this clip. I'll get that with my pick. So we go back together. Maybe I'll get this, maybe I won't. So we're getting this second screw. You can see way up in there in. Oh, I gotta put this wiring back here. This one clips on, and this one is gonna clip on there. And this one clips on up there. Let's go ahead and start this. We're gonna run it through the modes. No clicking. A lot better. So we're on this final blend door, which is gonna be right here. I only actually located 3 blend doors on this 09 Impala 9th gen. This one wasn't clicking, but if I'm going to change 2 of them, I'm going to change the 3rd one. I actually got these 2 5.5s out of there with actually just a little 1/4-inch Craftsman drive. I have a wobble head snap-on, which would be smaller and tighter, but I can't locate it. So go ahead and replace this last blend door actuator. Got her lined up. Got the first screw in there. I've actually been running them in like 2/3 of the way. with just the 5.5. I don't know if you can see that. Adjust my fingers, and then I tighten them up. See, I run it in most of the way, and then I go ahead and tighten it up with a ratchet. If you can barely see that top bolt,